Dreamscape presents We the Poisoned, exposing the Flint water crisis cover-up and the poisoning of 100,000 Americans, by Jordan Chariton. Forward by Aaron Brockovich. Narrated by Pete Cross and Sophie Amoss.
Forward. It's hard for me to comprehend that 30 years have passed since I first began my work in a small desert town in California. Back then, a giant utility was covering up massive water contamination that was harming and killing good, innocent people. It was this that ultimately led to the film Aaron Brockovich. It's unimaginable and inexcusable that the same man-made corruption, greed, and recklessness still exist decades later. Far from an isolated dilemma affecting one town, the crisis of poisonous water has spread to thousands of towns in every state across the United States. Unfortunately, so has poisonous government. Over the past 30 years, I have seen where the failures are. From a lack of government oversight to a failure and recklessness of our elected leaders, to a futile and compromised EPA, to bureaucratic mismanagement of funds, to failing infrastructures, to deception, cover-ups, and a blatant disregard for the health of our environment and communities. Nearly half of the tap water in the United States is contaminated with cancer-causing forever chemicals, according to a 2021 U.S. Geological Survey. Over 10 million lead pipes are still beneath us. Many are nearly a century old, delivering drinking water to our taps, and that's likely an undercount. In an increasingly loosely regulated country, corporate giants continue to dump their waste into our rivers, lakes, and waterways, and taint our water, air, animals, and ecosystems. Sadly, this is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the threat of contaminants wreaking havoc on our health and families. Being a fighter is baked into my DNA. But I would be lying if I didn't acknowledge that it sometimes seems so bleak, so dark and daunting. I just want to bury my head in the sand. But I can't. We can't. We simply don't have the time to waste thinking that someone else is going to fix this for us. That rescue choppers are close. At this moment, I am beginning to see some bright spots. Communities are rising together, taking action and speaking up. The people fight.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?